We can use Python to iterate over every row in a table, one row at a time, and perform analysis and updates. Now, this is a really useful way to do more complex operations that we can't do with other tools, like the calculate field. And in this video, we'll go through how to code this up. The example we show should give a good appreciation of how versatile this Python workflow can be. Now, the ArcGIS library provides us with a couple of classes to iterate over a table. Search cursor to view and extract values, update cursor to view but also to do edits on the table. And that's the one we're going to look at. They both work in the same way. In this table we have wellbores. So this is a single wellbore as they all have the same name. And this cross-section illustrates the data that the table is holding. So every row for the wellbore has the depth of the base for one of the sections. And there are 9 sections. So if we want to calculate the thickness of each section, we need to subtract the depth value of the section above from the depth value of the section below. Except for the first section, because it starts at the surface, so the depth is the thickness. So it's a complex process, and update cursor is a perfect way to calculate this. So to do the calculation, we need to remember the depth value from the previous row and then use that to subtract from the depth value of the existing row. Once the value is calculated, we update the thickness field with that value. Let's start creating the code for the calculation. First, we need to import the ArcGIS library. Then we need the table we're going to iterate over as a variable. You can define the absolute path, but as I'm going to run this code in the ArcGIS Pro Python window, I just need the name of the table that's in the content pane. So wellbores in this case. Next, we need to define the fields we're going to use in the calculation. I don't need borehole name, but I am going to use the other fields. Now we need to define the update cursor we're going to use to iterate over the table. This has a with statement, which is for error and resource handling. And then we call the update cursor from the ArcGIS library. It takes a couple of parameters. Firstly, of course, we need to pass the table as a parameter, so it knows what we are iterating over. And then the fields list we're going to use. And with that, we have now created a cursor instance, which we can iterate over. We do that in a for loop. Row is the variable, and can be called anything, but row makes sense as a name, as this is the current row. So this for loop is going to iterate over the whole table, top to bottom, and we can extract the values from the rows one at a time. Once in the loop, per iteration, we want to extract the values of the fields so we can work with them. And we do this by index. Which field is which index depends on what order they are defined in the list. So we start at 0, so row index 0 is the section name, because that is the first one in the list. Row index 1 is the next field in the list. Row index 2 would be the third field in the list. And you would just keep going for however many fields you want to use. We're just using 3 fields. At this stage of the code, we're extracting the field values into these 2 variables called section name and depth. Again, these are variables, so they can be called anything, but calling them something similar to the field names they come from is going to make our code more readable. Now, to calculate the thickness, we need to subtract this depth from the previous row. So let's create a variable to hold a depth from the previous iteration. Declare it outside of the loop so it doesn't get reset every time we iterate. We'll talk in a minute about where this value comes from. Now we can subtract the previous depth value from this one to give us a thickness. But remember, there is one exception. When we are calculating the thickness of the first section, because it starts at the surface, the depth is the thickness. So just in the case of section 1, we can set the thickness to be the same as the depth. And we can achieve this by using an if statement. So if the section is section 1, which is defined by the code sc1, then set the previous depth to 0, which will mean it has no effect on the calculation. Thickness will become the same as depth. So we've got the thickness value and we've done all of our calculations. We now want to enter our depth into the table. We just reverse the order of the row. So rather than extracting values, we're updating a value by putting the row with the correct index first. We're updating the second field in our defined list, which therefore has the index 1 because we start at 0, and pass the thickness into that field. To save those changes, we call ArcPy update row method, and we've updated the table for that row. The only thing left is to set the depth for the next iteration. So when it moves to the next row, this depth will become the previous depth value. So this will only not get set when our code first runs on the very first iteration. But as the first row is the section 1 and we don't need a previous depth, it will just be 0 from the declaration, which will be correct. And that's it. We can just add a print statement at the very bottom of the code for when the looping completes, just to let us know we're all done. So let's try that out. Let's go to our project and let's go to the analysis window. So we can open the Python window and then we can just paste all of that code in there. Double click to run the code. We get the update complete message at the bottom letting us know our code has completed. Let's just refresh the table and now we can see all the thickness values have been added and our code has run successfully and we've got exactly what we want out of this Python script.